Look, there's like a we got a
tape delay.
Yeah, we don't tape delay.
You can't
This
say
is back in
you can't
1968.
cuss. It's like the Grammys and the Emmys.
Yeah. 1981 NBA Finals. Watch it later.
What's going on today, man? It's Saturday. What have you done so far?
Saturday, man. I got up. I've had to take care of myself. I've done some working out, man. You know, a lot of times it's hard to get to it, but Saturday mornings, man, is some of the easiest times is just get up and do it. Roll out of bed. I actually took a cue from a man, Troy. I've been trying to do this, man. It's the hardest thing in the world. He said when he gets up in the morning, he has to go just outside. I've learned that the days I do that, I get started faster. The days I stay in the house, it's a slow start. So if I get up in the morning and just step out the front door,
That changes.
it changes something.
Right.
The confident, the confines of the house without it, almost like it puts you out into the world.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you do that, it's like, okay, let's get started. You know, 'cause I can fool around and have an hour pass like that trying to get started, but it's almost like a forced start. So
Is it like mental?
it's something. It's a mental thing that also gets my body to moving because it's almost.
I'm with you.
You are secluded from the world there. When you step out,
That's your world, huh?
Yeah, when you step out, it's almost like, yo, there's a world happening out there, and I need to get into it. So let's go. You know, something about the sun, the breeze, the smell. Something about it just kind of gets you going. For me, some people wake up and say, "Look, I'm getting out the house." I sit around on days like this, like a Saturday morning, say I want to go work out, and that's at 6:45.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is 8:30. I ain't left nowhere.
Right.
But
And probably can't even say what you've done the last hour and 45 minutes.
absolutely nothing. But at 6:45, if I open the door at 7:15 and step outside, stretch, I'll go put my clothes on and go.
That's a real one.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah. No force that you don't have a stone meeting. Exactly. Yeah. Then I said, I got to rotation, man. That has to be something I do.
it's working. You're looking good too.
Yeah. So
We'll share it on Facebook. Copy the link.
Still recording now?
Yeah. What'd you do today, Derek?
I woke up sounds of knocking at the
a good knock or a bad knock? Okay.
knocked on the door and I was, you wake up like, oh man, I know it was 10:30 already. Man, I started thinking about what I could have done in those 2 hours. But also recognizing I probably went to bed at 2:30.
Why do you go to bed so late?
I have this thing where I feel like I'm missing out on something sometimes, and I like to be out. What I really do? I'll get in my car and ride around this music and ride around downtown. I go up Commerce, all the way to Deep Ellum, back down Main Street because that's 2, and then come up Main Street and then come back down Elm Street, and then go home. And
What are you looking for?
I'm not looking for anything. It's just it's almost like I don't know. I listen to music or like NPR or something like that,
Okay.
and I know the street is just empty, and I know downtown is mostly active, and it's one of the moments, it's almost either I get really early or really late, and just kind of be downtown. It's a good thinking to me, and it's kind of calming. I guess when you got kids and you ride them around, and they go to sleep and they relax and get calm, you can't really move a lot.
Oh no, I understand. I'm a driver.
Yeah.
And I do it for relaxation. I don't have to do it for a specific need.
Right,
I'll get out and it is at a specific way. I'll drive and go somewhere I hadn't seen before and say, what's up there? What's around this corner? What's around this corner? And I'll just keep driving. It doesn't matter.
Really?
What I found out is now my dad used to drive me around the city, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is my granddad told me that he used to like to do that. So there were times.
Genetic thing, sound like too.
There were times where I hated it because be on Sunday trying to go home and watch the game.
Yeah.
My dad wanted to take me on a tour to show me areas that we don't live in and how good you really got it,
Right,
and then
right.
teach me lessons. I'm like, yo, the game started in like 10 minutes. So
This when the Cowboys win it, right?
yeah, that was back in the 90s.
Yeah.
So now, here's the thing. I do it, and so that was something that I laughed because I said, man, I used to hate these rides. But I do it now, but then to go back and talk to my granddad and say, oh yeah, I get out. Sometimes I used to just drive around. So it is, but I'm going to tell you, there's a flip side to it. I believe that too many times in life we forget to change the word get to instead of
I get to go.
I get to go to work. I get to drive is go. Now here's the thing. How many times say over here and you pass somebody in a bus stop that wish they could drive over there?
Right.
So times where I don't have to drive to a specific reason, I would get out, cars all cleaned up, somebody on Saturday, and I drive naturally fast. But I'll put something on mellow, and I rolled down 20 one time so far that it turned into a 2-lane highway out far out west. And what happened is I looked and said, man, where the hell am I? I looked at my cell phone reception had went down, and I realized as a black man I have no alibi because I hadn't told nobody where I was going. I turned around and came back to the city.
The funny thing we talk about social proximity is before the internet, getting in the car and riding was your only way to see and explore.
True.
And they say now the kids don't get their driver's license because they can leave their house on their phone. You know what I'm saying?
They don't have to step outside the
So
door.
how old you got your driver's license?
I was different. I was 12.
I know, but just how old?
Yeah, I was 12.
12 because of hardship,
Yeah,
right?
hardship,
But you knew how to drive. How old were you?
I was 16.
I was 16 as well. Jasmine didn't get her driver's license at 20. James got his at like 18.
Yeah.
Man, his last, because driving was not, and they had Uber, so they could get wherever they need to go to.
Right. And even public transportation, living in the downtown area.
Yeah.
They ain't doing that. They ain't taking.
They're not doing that.
Let them ride them $1 bikes. They ain't just getting on the bus. They middle class kids. They ain't getting on the train. You know what I'm saying? Hey mom, give me the car. Hey dad, give me the car.
So they did that as far as being able to get outside of the house virtually, almost in a way. Was it? I hate to say good and bad, but what do you think is different about that?
For me, this is just me thinking. Born in 1968. A lot of people know I was born in the 60s. Martin Luther King was alive when I was born. You know what I'm saying? And for me, getting on a bus, taking a car ride was like what I look forward to. Now you can watch a concert, you can look at a classroom, you can do anything. And so I think it has its pluses and its minuses. Whereas before, I had to go to the library to gain this knowledge. That showed a higher level of, whereas now I can just go to an app. And so I like the convenience, but what I think the convenience cuts out, and we've had these conversations, is the work ethic.
Right.
Like if you were a DJ when I started DJing, they knew you had to finance the turntables. You bought every record you had, and it took years.
Yeah.
It took years to get into position.
Yeah.
Now you get there overnight. And so a lot of people don't value the grind. Like I know some very good DJs who started in this climate, but they gotta go DJ tonight till 4 o'clock in the morning. They get on a plane at 6 and DJ tomorrow in Miami, and then fly to LA. They down because they ain't used to. When I was DJing, I would get off at 3 in the morning, and this is part of my workout. I told you about this. To keep my love of the game going and to get better at the parts that had nothing to do with the skill, because I lived on the 3rd floor. I would pack my stuff up after I DJ, often by myself, because you ain't got no friends when it's time to break down.
I play drums. I get it.
I do too. I play drums and DJ. I know, I ain't no friends.
I would load my drums. I would load my record players, the turntables, and everything. I would lug them up 3 flights of stairs. My dorm in the military was on the 3rd floor. I would either do it when I got up at 4 or when I woke up at 8 in the morning or 7 in the morning. I would get up and take it upstairs and set everything up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that work ethic, what I think is convenience has killed the work ethic, because now you don't have to work. You know how easy it is to eat? Before you had to kill an animal, you know what I'm saying? Dress the animal.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Preserve the animal. You got to do all these things. Now it's like you grab something, put it in the microwave, or you run the ETs, or you come here. And taken away the labor of labor of love. You heard that, labor of love.
Yeah.
It's taking away the labor. Everything's convenient based. And I love the convenience because I appreciate it because of what I went through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a balance to that. That's even just conversation we had about business. The convenience of paying somebody a little more,
Right.
is it really worth it when you can actually do it and retain
More
you could actually get more than money.
Well, here's the thing, though. You know, it's the financial lady, Susie Orman.
Yeah.
She always says there's no job too small for a subcontractor. So whatever you don't want to do,
Right.
you can pay somebody to do.
Yeah.
Now, I look at it as far as cutting my yard.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have the 3 hours it's going to take to do it.
I'm not good enough.
And so here's the thing. I grew up doing what you said. That labor, I don't know how much love it was. It was a mandatory labor. You go cut the yard. And so the thing is that do it. And I did it for a minute. A buddy of mine looked at me and said, "Say, man, how you run a business, got a family and everything else, and still got time to cut the yard?" He said, "I work. I got a wife. I got a kid to go to practice." He said, "I don't have time." He said, and he asked the question at first, and then he finished the statement. "You ain't got time to do that no more." I said, "You're right." And the funny thing is, I have been thinking about that. Not, I don't know how to do it, but I just don't. But here's the thing. And you talk about the labor. But now I think with the convenience of technology, it gives us time to do the things.
Yeah.
Now the question is, how are we doing with that extra time?
Right. We lazy with that extra time.
Yeah.
We doing with inconvenience.
Yeah.
And so like I'm the same way. Like I wasn't good at cutting grass. I got asthma, and I had $50 to pay somebody. Right? And I wasn't trying to be in the long-term business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so one of the things like me and Derek have been going through is we've been paying audiovisual companies to come in and set up and blah, blah, blah. But I look at how much we spent. We could have owned all this by now. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the labor that I want to switch out. So I want to pay you up, or do I want to take 1,000, buy the equipment, and work a little bit?
Work a
So now
little
I'm making an investment.
Yeah.
So now I got that equipment.
Yeah.
So when the next person needs it, and I got some DJ speakers that I rarely use, but I rent them out to other DJs.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a trade-off. You know what I'm saying? For
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even at that point, doing it, you can do it one time, but then you can hire somebody to just run it and operate it because you already got
The equipment.
it. So now you just pay for labor because your biggest, even in any business, your biggest is labor most often. Especially in restaurants, I work a lot with. It's over 30%. You can labor under 25%, you're doing really, really well. So now you can not pay for just labor. Equipment. It's the same with mechanics.
Yeah.
You
got the
got the tools.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but now the kind of cars you guys drive, there's nothing you could do under that hood.
Right.
Super specialized.
Yeah.
And the best you could probably do is change oil. But why would you get dirty for $25?
No, here's the thing. It's not $25.
What number?
You know what? And no, what the thing is,
Right.
had somebody else break this down to me, because I come from old school lineage.
Right.
So my dad having somebody change his oil, that's black. Man, how you gonna sit there and have somebody change your oil?
Right.
My cousin said, wait a minute. He said, add up the cost of the oil, add up the filter. He said, now take that, figure out what they're charging you. He said, that's how much money you're actually saving. He said, now figure that out for the time it's gonna take to do it, dispose of all and everything else. He said, you're really gonna do this yourself for $10?
Or less. Because once I figured out that Walmart can change my oil for what I can get the ingredients for, so like I can buy 5 quarts of oil and a filter for roughly like $3 to 15, like $15.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? $19. They do it for $24.95 on the low end, and maybe $35 on the high end.
Right.
We doing fine.
We good. How about
How we
y'all?
doing?
I don't want the butter. Yeah, I'm good. This is excellent. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. Probably being nice to me.
We always
Always nice to you.
stay nice.
You got that black woman magic.
And the neck movement.
Yeah, I want that.
You really want that.
Keep that. Yeah, I'll make sure.
You let it marinate.
But then you got to dispose of it. I was just taking it and putting it in the gutter. That's
Yeah,
against the rule.
yeah. Back in the day, long time ago.
And I mean, one time I changed my oil. I ain't had no lamps. I drove it up on a curb.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know,
That's how you did it.
But that tenacity of knowing how to do that, compared to like say my son who would say, "Well, I didn't have the tools. I didn't have," and you don't get that rigor, that work ethic that's needed. And you know, we have a lot of talented people around, but like what you do is hard, right? But it's not hard to you because you committed, right? What you do is hard. It's not hard to you because you committed. And a lot of times when things come too easy, there's no commitment. Just like you know, even in the dating world, if a girl comes through here and break you off on the first day, it's kind of like, oh, that was too simple. What do you do? You
the same way.
You don't.
Yeah.
You
There's something.
appreciate it.
There's something to go along with know how to do the work.
Yeah.
There's a. I don't know what the word is, but to be able to know how to send you into a situation with more confidence.
Right. Yeah.
Because you would take your car to the shop, knowing that you know how to do the job. The mechanic don't talk to you in a certain way. Right. You take that car with confidence. A woman who knows what she's doing, she walks in almost like, no,
I know this.
I know this.
Yeah.
And you're not, and so there is a confidence when you get ready to do it that you're not so hesitant, wondering what if something goes wrong, because you know the ABC plan of if it goes wrong.
And they handle you different. I remember when I used to run Ethernet cable, network cable, and I didn't have time to hire someone. He was trying to charge me one place. I said, "Hold on, man, this is what I need." I started using the vernacular. I need 6 home runs, 10 base T. I need at the disconnect. I mean reconnect at the midpoint. Blah, blah, blah. He's like, "Oh, you know how to do this?" Like, yeah. He said, "Oh, I'm gonna charge you something different."
Right.
Off the bat.
And I think really that's about mechanics, like understanding the mechanics of the convenience. You know, that button, the one button, but the mechanics of how it gets there. I mean, like for me, with audio and sound and editing and production, I had to work and like literally splice. It wasn't just highlight and press, Apple B. It was I had to cut it, tape it, and if you mess it up, you messed up the entire interview or that record messed up. That's it. You give one time to do it. So just the attention that you got to the mechanics of doing that, I can translate that understanding to the digital. So now I can edit from my phone or edit or understand that the editing is really the same as you do in Microsoft Word, it's the same in iMovie, it's the same in Photoshop.
Well, editing is not destructive. When I started, he was destructive. So like you said, if you messed up, you messed up. And so a lot of times when I teach people how to do video, they why I'm so I get accused by some of my clients sometimes not working because I don't shoot everything. I shoot only what I want to see.
Yeah.
And come from an era where if you took 36 pictures, you took those pictures, you had them in your settings, you took it to a store, and then 2 days later, then maybe when technology improved an hour, and you didn't see the results. Now you take a picture or a video, you look right at it. And so I edited in the camera. I edited the camera, and it's like some of these young people, they shoot everything, and they got 3 or 4 hours worth of footage to look at. I'm gonna shoot what I want to see, and then I'm going to edit that thing out. Now I've had customers. I go to the customer and say, "Okay, what do you want to see? I want to see this." But if they come back to me and say, "Well, I want this," like too late. I shot what you told me to shoot. I didn't. I'm not shooting for full coverage. I'm shooting for the story. There's the story. This story you said you wanted. You can't change the story. Like I had a client who had me interview 3 people where they talking back and forth. He said, "Okay, now I want you to do individual interviews with the footage." Oh, because they were answering questions from now disconnected with the story.
Yeah.
They're mad at me. Like,
the instructions you gave is what I followed.
Yeah.
So now you're following the actual instructions. You should have came in to get all of this so that we can make 3 or 4 different things. Then I could have processed that.
Yeah.
So that's a skill that you have. A skill that you have is I don't have to do all this and still create the story.
Right. And so people are like, why you ain't doing it? Why you ain't doing it? I mean, I had people look at me like, "Hey man, chill the fuck out."
I got it.
You supposed to be shooting this like, no. Like so when I went out this morning, I'm watching a quarterback drill. Like I don't need to shoot all 22 of his dropbacks. I got like 8 of them that I can do the woo-wop with.
Yeah.
But you don't understand this. But everybody, like I tell people, everybody want to do what they want, but they want to be motherfucking Spike Lee at the end. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they don't know what they want until you give it to them. You
Yeah.
know? And that's what I sometimes, I've been able to do what I do from a cell phone. And really, I don't look at it as a cell phone. It's really a mobile device.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I've been able to do that. And then sometimes they want to pay less, or they don't value what I'm doing and say, man, you're not doing anything. I want to hire the person who's got the lights and the cameras and looking like they're working hard. You know, and I
And there's
think
a balance to that.
It's, yeah.
I call it breast. You know, like titties.
You call it what is it again?
Breast. Like titties are for feeding babies.
Yeah.
That's the only value proposition they have. But we fall in love with them via the media or whatever, and we want to look at them. And so
Wow.
women go get them new up so we can look at them. But they really serve no purpose after the
nursing
primary
the baby. Yeah,
nursing the
yeah,
baby.
yeah.
So I bring out when I first meet someone, I bring out the big boy cameras, the big boy lights.
Yeah.
And sometimes I set everything up, then I'll pull out my little bitty camera. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like they want to know if I'm paying all this money. I want to see people.
Yeah, it's the sometimes the optics. You know, somebody told me one time, don't make the job look too easy. And they said because people will look at it and say, nah, I want somebody else.
It takes more than this.
This takes more than this. And they said a lot of times there's smoke and mirrors, but you give them the optics. You know, because perception becomes reality. If they think you digging holes and moving mountains, that's what they feel. You say, but I gave you the perception. You know? And so it's like a mechanic we talked about earlier. That job is 15 minutes. I tell you, well, according to our book, 2.3
25 steps.
Yeah,
Right.
2.3 hours. So we have to charge you $90 an hour for 2.3 hours, and then after you get the car back, somebody said, you know, it's right there, and it took you 10 minutes. But it's they can't go in and tell you that it's going to take. Even if they say, look, it's going to take you 15 minutes, but we still got to charge you $300.
Well, that's why plumbers get their money up front. Air conditioning. They might go and do something simple. Like, man, that was it. You charged me $200. Like, so you weren't saying that when your house was on the ground.
Yeah, true,
You know?
true.
Yeah, it's called. It really there's a theory. It's called the prostitute theory. It's the value they're completed. So if you go in there and you pay a property, if you don't pay it and you get your jibs off, you be like, well, I really want $100, but like Superman elbow. Oh, it was worth $100. It was worth $100.
Yeah, it was worth. Yeah.
What is that? I'm gonna write that. What is that called again?
It's
The prostitute theory.
It's an economic term. But basically it says the value of service diminishes after they've been performed. Like if you got a tooth, there's no amount of money you will not pay to get that taken care of.
Yeah.
That is the worst pain I've ever had.
Yeah.
But then you see and they fix it in 5 minutes and be like, oh, would you have rather be taking an hour to fix it? You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. You're paying for the expertise and the knowledge from that individual, from that company.
That's why jobs that use your head make more money than jobs that use your back.
Right.
It's the knowledge and the expertise of what I know how to do. Okay, so Troy edits the video before he shoots the video.
Right.
That takes skill. That takes years. It's preparation.
Right.
And remember, when you hired him, you hired somebody who has these many in his belt. Somebody who just bought the camera yesterday. That's why you hired me. So let me do my thing. And so I've learned in radio, a lot of times, in fact, me and my wife will do a video and she watch it 3 or 4 times. It drives me crazy. I heard it 3 or 4 times while we were doing it.
Right.
And I'm repeating it back as she's watching. I'm like, you put your earphones on. I've heard that too many times. Like, this is my first time playing it. Yeah, but I've heard it 5 times in my head while we did it.
Right.
I said, you're going to say it, here we go, and it's good. And that's off the first time. And because as you self-edit in video, I self-edit on a radio side. And I've been on people's shows, and I'm like, yeah, that's not, we need to speed this up, change that, dude. Why? Because I can hear from an audience perspective why you're actually talking. And so, you know, and I'm pretty
And that's
sure.
hard to sell.
Yeah.
So like people, when the cameras got down to sub-5, like when I first started, cameras were like $8,000 to $10,000. That meant you weren't serious. It kept the riffraff out.
It did,
When the democratization of technology came by lowering the pricing, I mean, anybody could get into the game. I remember the first time I seen a dude shooting he was hired as a photographer, and he was using an iPad. I said, oh, the game is, it ain't over, but it's about to change.
Yeah.
I can't be the video guy. I have to be the business development guy. I have to be the storage. I have to be something else because everybody's showing up with these $500, $600 cameras. These cameras are great, but it's hard to say, oh, hey, I'm gonna do the video. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I have a nephew. He just bought a camera. He in film school. I tell people film school, the first place you can go. You know, that is they training people to make money. They training people to do specific tasks. You know what I'm saying?
It's really almost like an art form.
I wish it was. I wish you could learn art at film school. They basically teach you how to be part of the crew. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to you if you're creative, become a director or do those other things. You know, people like Quentin Tarantino, he ain't go to film school. You know what I'm saying? Go to school for something else.
Oh, okay. Now I get what you're saying. It's the same. To me, it's the same concept that school is. I call them 3 R's. You read, you remember, and you redo what somebody else already did. They don't teach you how to step out. Right. They don't teach you how to gain your own perspective to be able to create something on your own. Just read this, remember it, and then go out and redo. So it's really training workers, like you say, being part of the crew. Not the director, but to be on a crew. And so you have to recognize that early and figure out what you want to do. And if this is not preparing you, then you got to figure out maybe film school or whatever this school is not for me because I'm already outside the box.
Well, let me tell you how I raised my profile in this game back in the day. I've been doing video for about a year. And I just study and look at YouTube and look at movies, and it would take me like 10 hours to do this project. And I do this project, I hand to you, and something I might spend 3 hours on. You would look at it, you wouldn't comment on it. I said, okay, well, all the time I spent on that was not important. I made the dude do a backflip or whatever, right? So about a year and a half in, I met this dude who was doing music videos, and I called him and said, hey, how much would you charge me to come sit on your set and show me, you know, just talk with me through this? He had never had anybody ask me that. He said, give me $300. So I flew to Houston, sat on his video set, then he had a 45-minute break with people doing some different things. He sat with me, and he kept, and just him talking to me, connected all these things I've been reading, all these things I've been seeing, right? So, a couple things happened on that set. When they see me, I was not the intern. I tell people, I'm not the intern because I paid him. So he couldn't see. Yes, please. He couldn't see.
Right.
But what it did was the people on the set, thank you, looking at me, and, okay, who is this guy? He's walking around with it, right? And so it put me in a different position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then, fast forward a couple months, I got a chance to direct a major video. Well, it made the time it was like a $10,000 budget. And I hired another guy who had been in the game for 6 or 7 years. He said, man, I appreciate you, man. I've been putting in my time. Went to film school. You know, I've been in business 6, 7 years. It's gonna take you to get your first major video. And I didn't even want to tell him. Man, I've been doing this shit less than 2 years.
But see, on the other side, you maybe did you need to put in the work? You know, what does work equal?
Well, for me, I was putting in the work because I was sitting at home studying. But what happens is when you study in a silo, someone could say, you know, if you just did that, it would take away those 10 steps. You're like, oh, so I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So when I say don't be the intern, be the intern in your time where you're going to seeking knowledge from people what they're doing. So what used to take me 10 hours, I could do in an hour because I've learned the workflow. The thing about video, just like graphic design, you have
Right.
and another graphic designer looked at the workflow and said, okay, I see what he did. He used the layers this way. Oh, and then you might say, oh, I want to use layers like he used.
Right.
Layers.
I've done that happen before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I see how you did that. Then I started learning what was important. I said, okay, well, 20 hours on this, and no one said boo-hoo-hoo. So I started learning how to put out imperfect work. You know, a lot of times we want to make it perfect. So now I'm putting it out. Yeah. I look back on it, and it might be 5 years on, but damn, I'm a perfectionist, so he's an album every 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
Snoop said he's going to put out an album every year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And get better.
Right.
And so sometimes you got to use the Microsoft approach. Get it functional, put it out, and then fix it as you go.
Because you
Because I tell you this, the thing that made me good at video, like I work with Cliff McBean and Maxie Howard, these guys are way better than me. What I was better than them at was interfacing with the client and getting people to stroke that check. You know what I'm saying? And so they allowed me to do the talking and
That's
sell the dream, and then we come back, we got this work. Where we going? We go over here, go over here. You know what I'm saying? And then I got good at Instagram. I love Instagram.
now hold on. Now I remember a post recently. You were like, "This Instagram is too much. I don't like it."
When? Instagram TV.
No. You said I remember you at one point. You were like, "Man, Instagram too much."
Okay. Well, I reserve the right to grow.
No, I mean, yeah.
No.
What I'm saying is just the of when these tools become available.
Yeah.
And you understand.
I reserve. I can't hold to something that I believe 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so if I said that, I know what I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? 6 seconds not enough. And where it is,
Nobody else liked it because it's still.
1 minute. And there's a thing in video production called killing the babies. So you can tell a story. It's gonna be 4 minutes long. Okay, I need you to kill that story.
Right.
Yeah.
Get it to a minute.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So what's important in a minute? So I did a video in Miami last week. It's a horrible video, that's me technically, but it's good because I said I'm gonna give myself an hour to cut this 1 minute video. I'm gonna shoot it, I'm gonna cut it, I'm gonna export it, I'm gonna post it out. And that's like a workout for me. You know what I'm saying? And when you do that, then if you got an hour, I can tell a story so intricate in an hour because I can at least 1 minute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And an hour is just 61 minutes, right?
So now, I think now what I'm gonna learn how to do is to craft a story that flows in an hour. Because I'm so good at the short story, can I tell a long story?
Okay, so now it presents another challenge to you to say, because sometimes you can be good at something, switch to something, and almost forget how to go back to doing it.
Like last night, he supposed to do the marketing minute, he talked for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because it was so compelling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he was able to take something that he would normally rapid fire through in a minute, stretch it out in 10
stretch
minutes.
it out. Yeah.
And so, like, a lot of times if you go like the church, that's like our number one orator in our community. Them talk so slow because they're trying to stretch out 10 minutes worth of content over it from going out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because and what I've learned is they are trying to stretch it out. They have notes. There's a fear that I've run out of material before.
I gotta stop.
Yeah, I get to that point. And so I'm not conversing with anybody. It's just me. So what happens is you have to get to a point to where you self-pace. But even with self-pace, it becomes a skill because in radio, one of the guys I listen to on sports radio is Colin Cowherd.
Yeah.
He's a one-man show.
One-man show.
And so I had always done my shows as a tandem. Got to a point to where it was just me, and I'm just running through stuff. You start taking cues from someone every day, and I start checking pace. I start checking, in comedy you have comedic timing. Well, in speaking, there's a certain timing that you have before you point, before you go to the next point. Sometimes a pregnant pause is not a bad thing. It sounds in your head 10 times longer than it actually was. Or we think you sound stupid because you can't keep a talk going or you can't keep conversation going. But no, it's actually working for the whole good of the conversation. So
It's funny, when I do my Sunday, I go back and look at them. The ones where I'm by myself, they short. If Derek's in the room or my son's in the room, I might say something like about that. They may not respond.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what, James? This is what I'm going to do. What you going to do, Dad? I'm going to say, and I got to call a response. That's the good thing about church is, in a black church, you got to immediate feedback.
Right.
If I'm doing something,
about that too.
if I'm doing something, y'all say it, they clapping, and you start feeding off that
you.
energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when you by yourself in a vacuum in a room by yourself, there's no social cues. You know what I'm saying? And that becomes a problem if you don't have enough content to cover that time.
The other flip side to that is, if you are gifted at talking and you don't have anybody to look at, that stretch.
Yeah.
I found myself doing that, and so it's so funny, man. And everyone, I did a video, and Troy come in and he was like, "Oh man, that's 10 minutes too. I'm not watching." And I said, and I looked, I said, "Damn, that was good content though." And so here's the thing. Now people were commenting on it.
Yeah.
And I said, somebody's watching it. But I had to take into consideration there was those that were going to come in with the mindset of, that's too long, I'm not going to do it. Kill the baby.
Right.
Shorten this thing up. Get to your meat. Get to your point. You have in this age, you have a podcast. It's this long. It's that long. Not to say people are not going to watch it, but how many times have you looked at a video and said, do I have no time to finish this?
Exactly.
I'll tap it in like in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Let me scoot it up
Yeah.
to 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
but there are some that gets great traction.
Yeah, like Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club, Drink Champs,
Yeah.
things like those. Are,
Say the business school.
I'm sitting there saying, wow, that video is 2 hours long. They interview someone, and I put it on and do what I do, and let this thing hold thing play.
Those kind of videos have really broken hold of the 2-minute thing, that because a lot of people don't have attention right now. But if you're committed to following a podcast, like if I got an hour and I want something back, I'm gonna put on. Okay, let me look and see the rest of the interview on Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? Or I follow some people like I'm just gonna talk about the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? Or like Brian Tracy, or even these different spiritual speakers or marketing speakers. But it's something that if I'm going through my feed and I'm even here and I say, okay, I can't watch a 10-minute video right now. You know what I'm saying? I might be able to watch it later.
Yeah.
Right.
But right now, I can't watch it. So, and I start getting people who watch. I know when I do the Sunday school, because a lot of time I do them at night. People ain't watching. They go back and watch. I can tell they're watching the next day because they
I
get those
comment,
comments.
and what happened is, I'll comment even though video's already done and he can't immediately respond back.
Right.
I'll come in at a certain time during the video, whatever's going on, because I know it's continuing to live on, even though it's on the record, it's continuing to live on, and then you go back and you see it, and somebody's come in behind you maybe a day or so later. So the space that